Hello everyone, it's your options guy. Welcome back to another video. Man, so crazy date, right? Today there's a lot of volume, and basically we're gonna cover the 4 reasons why I think the Palantir Bears are kind of screwed tomorrow. I think they're gonna be done, and if they didn't get out with their puts or whatever, or their short sellings today, I think they're gonna be screwed tomorrow. So let's go over those reasons. Alright, so the first reason is lockup was today. A lot of Palantir Bears, they thought it was tomorrow. And when I went on Stock Twits, that was like the number one question. They're like, "Hey, when is the lockup day?" I thought, is it today or is it tomorrow? Like, what's going on, you know? And there's like a whole lot of volume going on. No, so it was actually today. And I know the reports and everything was saying like it was 3 days after its earnings, but I think the way they did it was Tuesday counted as day one because it was like pre-market. So this is day three. And here's the article basically saying that it was today. There was like a lot of shares open available to the public to be traded because of insiders could be selling and all that stuff. And yeah, so what happened? Like, you guys, the Bears were saying that this was gonna be a 17. It's not 17. It's not under 20. It's not even close to 20. So like, what happened? Like, I was telling you guys yesterday that I don't think we're gonna go under 25. If we do, it's gonna be short-lived, and it was. Basically, our support, like, it's clear support. Like, the support was just staring at us in the face, and it was beautiful. It was like, hey, look at me, I'm support right at 25 all the way through, up until the end. After hours, that's when everyone started jumping in basically, because they're like, hey, support's 25. Today was the lockup, and this is not going down as everyone expected. So okay, so support is basically 25. Tomorrow I feel like we're gonna open at 27, if not higher. There may be a short squeeze thing that happens because there's no more shorts. There's no more shares available to short as of today. Like, they're all gone basically. And I think it was around, you have to pay like a 60, no, it's a huge fee to for the shorts that they're paying right now anyways. So there may be a short squeeze, especially if Wall Street Bets gets involved, and there's a lot of FOMO that's gonna happen, especially because of what happened with after hours. So just watch out. Okay, so that was reason number 2, which was basically the stock action. Reason number 3 is basically what happened yesterday with the whole Goldman Sachs update. And I know it happened yesterday, but I still think it's important to point out. Basically, they updated the price target from 13 to 34, which is almost a 3x. And they're basically saying like what I was saying in the last video when I talked about the earnings, how they liked what they saw, they liked the revenue and the projection, and the 30% annual growth for the next 5 years and stuff like that. So all good news, even though like I guess there were just higher expectations for something that caused the stock to fall after earnings, but either way, good news, and I think that's gonna screw over the Bears more. Okay, and finally, so ARK is kind of like our savior in a way, but I don't think we needed a savior. The technology sells itself, but yeah, ARK is basically like, you know what, this is really good technology. We're gonna just throw even more money on it. They've been throwing money consistently, like for like I think every day actually for the past couple weeks, but they've been upping their share game in ARKW, which is, they have multiple ETFs, but ARKW is the internet generation thingy. So they've been adding to that. However, today they added to their ARKK ETF, which is their innovation. It's kind of like their number one ETF basically, and they added over 5 million shares. So they basically dropped like $130 million invested in the ARKK, plus the 100 million that's already invested in the ARKW. So they have over 234 million around there in dollars invested in Palantir alone. So that's pretty huge, and I feel like that number will definitely keep growing, because I mean they've been adding like every day, even when this was like above 28, above 30, they've been adding. So a lot of FOMO is gonna kick in, especially because a lot of people are like, hey, we love Kathy, whatever she buys, I buy. I know I'm one of them. So I feel like because of this huge purchase, it's gonna cause more FOMO, more buyers to come in, and it's gonna screw over the Bears. Okay, and lastly, something interesting happened. There was a lot of calls going on for Palantir, and the one that caught my eye was there was someone dropped $5 million basically. I think it was like 5.3 to be exact, on May 21st expiration for a $25 strike price. So if you're in the options game, then that might be something to look at or take note of. Now, I'm not recommending this, but it's just something that caught my eye. And yeah, it's just I feel like there's a lot of institutions now that are buying more. I didn't really see that Soar sold anything, or I haven't seen any news on that, because I know he was one of the ones that was supposed to drop all his shares or whatever, but I didn't see that. I tried doing some research on it, but I just didn't see it. And I saw a lot of new institutions buying. So, and then obviously Kathy, she added to her RK, so it's kind of like her prestigious ETF. So that's just overall really good news, and I really feel like we're gonna open above 27 tomorrow. And if there is a short squeeze, I feel like we might touch 30, which would be kind of crazy. You know, from like basically 25 to 30 like within a day. But you know, Palantir has that capability. It can just surge like that out of nowhere. So either way, I think the Bears are screwed, and we'll see how it plays out tomorrow. But that's what it's looking like, especially based on what I saw today and the after hour action and all that stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, so if you like this video, make sure you give a like. Every like causes another tier for Palantir Bears, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. And you know, I'll keep giving out Palantir news, forecasting, and whatever I see. And obviously, I'm all in if you haven't already noticed, but I'm not planning to sell until we touch around 40. That's my personal price target, and I should have my portfolio up over 100K in no time. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.